So by the end of One Piece, Momonosuke might end up being one of the top 3 strongest people in the entire series. And I know what you're thinking, but no, this actually makes a lot of sense. And maybe after I break down these points, you begin to understand it a little bit more. So first and foremost, Oden is this dude's father, and we know how strong Oden was. This dude was able to get back up after getting hit by divine departures from Goldie Roger himself, while also being different enough to just sit in boiling oil for 60 whole minutes while carrying 9 extraordinarily large people. So between the two of these feats, we know that durability and endurance wise, he is very high up there. And then when it comes to how strong Oden was, not only did this dude fight Kaido, but with Paradise Totsuka, he gave Kaido the first scar he's ever gotten in his entire life. Keep in mind, all of this is happening after the God Valley incident, which means with Garp, Roger, Whitebeard, the Holy Knights, everybody on that island, whoever Kaido fought was unable to put a scar on him. Now exactly why, we don't know, but we just know that Kaido walked out of that entire incident clean. But not here when he pissed off Oden. And being the offspring of Oden, Momonosuke will be capable of doing these exact same things, if not greater feats, when he learns how to use the body that he has now been given. Like, there's a reason why Oden was so strong that while Whitebeard called everybody else on his ship his sons, Oden was his brother. Only when it comes to Momonosuke, this isn't all he's going to be capable of, because he also has Kaido's Devil Fruit, which is we learn from Vegapunk and Egghead that Zoan Devil Fruits are the only ones that he can make like verbatim like the originals, and the only difference between Kaido's Devil Fruit and Momonosuke's Devil Fruit is that Momo's is pink. So the same things that you saw Kaido doing with his Devil Fruit, like blowing up mountains with Boro Breath, being able to coat himself in magma, by the way, which was a move strong enough that it could clash with Luffy's strongest move at the time, so that's like an Emperor class ability. Not to mention the Boro Breaths are strong enough that they can blow entire holes straight through Onigashima like a hot knife through butter. In addition to all that firepower though, he also has the dragon skills on Oden's already tough body. If Oden got hit by a divine departure and got back up, Momonosuke with dragon scales, he's probably just gonna brush it off like it did nothing to him. And that's not a stretch, because we saw how little this did to Oden. Even though Oden was able to sit in boiling oil for 60 minutes, the bottom half of his body still ended up dying off over time. Meanwhile, I would say due to his dragon skills and dragon abilities, Kaido's over here swimming in magma, and I'm sure he and Big Mom will come back into the story so this does not kill them. Which means Momonosuke is going to end up being one of the most durable people in the entire series, with some of the greatest attack potency in the entire series, Devil Fruit wise and Haki wise. Only he's going to be even greater than that because he's going to awaken Kaido's Devil Fruit. Now keep in mind, to awaken a Devil Fruit, your mind and body need to catch up with the Devil Fruit powers. And the Devil Fruit that Kaido and Momonosuke have is one of like the little koi fish that swims up the waterfall, and once it gets to the top and goes over the gate, the gods reward it by letting it transform into a dragon. Now, Kaido already being the strongest dude, then getting this Devil Fruit, he does not fit this Devil Fruit with his body or mind. And that's why he's never awakened it. However, with Momo starting out as this little itty bitty dragon, that's a coward, he don't even know how to fly or use flames yet. He's had to travel through this crazy world being a sniveling weakling and get stronger as he got to Wano, by which time he finally ascended to a giant dragon with the help of Shinobu, and then proceeded to save everybody on Onigashima by carrying that thing down to the ground. So the same way Kaido was picking up an island, Momo was also carrying this thing, so that's a very big strength feat. Like, I know a lot of really cool stuff was happening in Wano at the time, so people didn't really pay attention to this, but he was carrying this island on his back. And we even saw that he is starting to be able to pull this power out, like when he shot that blast breath at Green Bull. Now, it's true that Green Bull is, a forest devil fruit, so he had his weakness here, but Green Bull said that he was resistant to flame. So if Momo's strong enough to make an admiral look like a liar, I would say that he definitely has a lot of potential there. So there will come a day where there is a pink dragon just like Kaido, only awakened so he's stronger, fighting with a two-sword style just like his father, Oden, the legend, being able to pull out attacks strong enough that they could wound Kaido, while simultaneously being strong enough to make attacks like this that can clash with Gear 5 Luffy. Only greater since he will be awakened unlike Kaido. Only since he's being trained by the Scabbards, he'll also be able to do their technique, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had Foxfire style too. Which I think makes a lot of sense because Kinemon is like essentially his father right now. So now, look back and take everything that I said into account. How strong would Momo be when he can fully use this Devil Fruit's awakening? Plus, he is able to use his Haki and his sword techniques because the other Scabbards were able to train him. How strong do you think that Momonosuke can be? And then ask yourself, is it not at least realistic for him to hit top 3? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but you'd be lying to say that he's not a contender. because he is quite literally the fusion of his father, the legend samurai, and Kaido, the king of beasts.